I just hope that as a community, we can all come together and just really look deep within ourselves to realize that it's because of the toxicity of the community sometimes, because of the bashing, all of the negativity, that probably we don't have Chesley with us today. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. My name is Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special one because we're going to be talking about some very revealing confessions that Anchilee Scott-Kemmis had to say on Twitter. And this is all related to the cyberbullying that she had to face during her Miss Universe journey and to all of the negative messages that she had to endure about her physical appearance, her technique, and how all of that took a toll on her. As you can imagine, being in that position where you have to represent an entire country and having people who don't appreciate you for who you are or what you can deliver can be really tough. And I really think that the message that she put out there was very important. So during this video, we're gonna be talking about those tweets and analyzing the message that she had to put out there, but also we're gonna be talking about body inclusivity and body positivity in the pageant community. So if those are things that you want to hear about, then make sure to keep watching. Now, before we get into the video, the only thing as usual, please leave a like on the video so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section what you think about this entire conversation. I feel like now more than ever, the fans' opinion is super important. So without further ado, my friends, let's get into today's video. I really hope that you enjoy it. Like I was telling you, Anchilee Scott-Kemmis had a lot to say the other day on Twitter, where she revealed how the negativity that she was receiving from cyberbullying and people giving so many different opinions about her physique took a toll on her personal life. And before we get into that, I would like to say that I believe that to a certain extent, all of this wave of people opening up and talking about their emotions and how they feel and how the industry can be really tough on them, it's kind of a consequence of the passing of Chesley Christ. I believe that losing Chesley was such a wake-up call for so many people and just made us realize that we need to find ways to change things in order to open up and just have healthy conversations and be able to express ourselves when we need help. So I think that this is what inspired Anchilee to do the same thing and just go out there and just really put all of her emotions on the internet. In my opinion, ever since her coronation, Anchilee Scott-Kemmis has been a little bit of a polarizing figure within the fandom, within the pageant community, because a lot of people really love and support her advocacy for real size beauty, but at the same time, there's a lot of people who think that someone like her body type, does not have a place on the Miss Universe stage. And something that I would like to say right off the bat is that ever since the very first moment, Anchilee proved that she was a very smart girl. I personally don't think that her advocacy was fabricated at all. You know how some people really just fake it for the purpose of the pageant and, you know, to make it seem like they have something to defend. This was not Anchilee's case. However, the narrative within the pageant community and the media really kind of ignored her advocacy and what she stood for and was constantly focusing on her physique, her body, her weight, and stuff that is completely superficial. And because of this, a lot of people already jumped to conclusions to say that she did not have what it takes in order to represent Thailand, especially because for the past few years, Thailand has been doing so well in pageantry that a lot of people were just saying right off the bat, she does not have what it takes to represent the country. And I'm gonna tell you that I do understand that we hold beauty queens to a higher standard because precisely they are competing. This is a competition at the end of the day. But when the beauty queen is being criticized and scrutinized to a point that we almost forget her humanity, I feel like this is when it truly becomes a problem. For a while, it truly felt like some people could only see her body and not her purpose. And although we know that Anchilee's technique still needed a little bit of polishing and a little bit of work, this was by no means an excuse to really justify all the bashing and the hate and the cyberbullying that came. So in a recent series of tweets, she talks about how she felt emotionally and how all of this really affected her in her personal life. Now, some of these tweets were in Thai originally, so I just used Google Translate to kind of like understand what she was saying. But overall, here she's telling us about how she felt about so many people commenting on appearance. And although she is a very strong person, when you have so many people telling you how you should look or what you should improve, at some point it can really get to your emotions and it can hurt. She really wanted to put that emphasis on her strength and telling people that she can fight for this. She said that it was sad that she wasn't able to make it until the end because, of course, this was her dream and this is what she wanted to accomplish, trying her best. And she was expecting that Thai people will also fight with her for the sash and the third crown, but that she is sorry that she was not the one to bring it home. The next morning, Anne woke up to, of course, a lot of, lovely messages and people trying to uplift her and tell her that they love her and all of that. So she left another message saying, "Waking up and seeing all of your messages of encouragement was such a surprise. Thank you. Thank you for being here for me. You guys all mean the world to me. Truly. Thank you for letting me be your voice on important matters. I love you all fully." She also mentioned, "If I am being honest, I needed to let it all out. I needed to cry and I needed to tell everyone I was disappointed. I am thankful you all let me be your voice. I guess now it's real size beauty and fight like hell." I just hope that as a community we can all come together and just really look deep within ourselves to realize that it's because of the toxicity of the community sometimes, because of the bashing, all of the negativity, that probably we don't have Chesley with us today. It's important to remember that beauty queens are humans too, and it doesn't matter how hard they train, how hard they prepare, how hard they try to change. They will never be perfect. If we are just looking at them with a magnifying glass trying to find flaws, then we are already setting them up for failure because we will definitely find flaws. As of today, we are seeing pageants being more progressive, more open-minded, accepting plus-size candidates, accepting trans candidates, accepting candidates with disabilities even. The actual problem here is that the progress also needs to happen within the community, within the fandom, and within our minds and hearts. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how many times the pageants change the rules, how many times the organizations make an effort to bring diversity and representation within the pageants. If we don't change the way that we are and we behave, then there's really no purpose. And of course, I'm not accusing anyone. I have a feeling that most of the community is positive and uplifting and, loving. But I feel like this little minority of people who are hateful, who are sending so much negativity, they are the ones who are responsible for the biggest damage that we are seeing nowadays. And I asked myself, was Anchilee perfect? No, she wasn't. But people purposefully decided to overlook her qualities and focus on her flaws. By the time she was competed in Miss Universe, I honestly thought that she looked defeated. She didn't look happy, like she was having fun, like she was enjoying herself. And of course, that translated all throughout the performance. I don't know if I was the only one seeing that, but that's how I felt at the moment. I do believe that because of this, she was not able to make it into the top 16. In other words, the public expectation, the pressure, this is really what kept her from giving her best performance. I do believe that what she presented to us was not her best, but it was the best that she could do at that moment. Can you only imagine how hard it must be facing all of your country's expectations and pressure? Well, just take a moment and try to imagine facing the entire universe. In my opinion, the only way that we can move on from this and grow together as a community, become stronger, is truly by defending the candidates. Whenever we see harassment, whenever we see cyberbullying, whenever we see people with negative comments, just call it out. Stand up for what is right. Don't let the girls go through it alone. I feel like that's the most important part, because it's impossible to really eradicate all of the negativity and the haters and the bashers. It's just not gonna happen overnight. When there is a group of people backing them, when there is a group of people who are willing to talk and speak on their behalf, I feel like at least they won't feel alone by themselves. I think that Anchilee is a beautiful woman, and although she didn't reach her ultimate goal, which was to win the crown of Miss Universe, I think that when it comes to her advocacy, she was still able to accomplish what she intended to start, which is the conversation about body positivity, body inclusion, treating each other with kindness, and not having unrealistic expectations about women's bodies. So really props to Anchilee for opening up, for being honest about the struggles and about everything that she had to endure mentally and physically before, during, and after the pageant. I think that doing that takes already a lot of courage. There you go, everyone. That's what I had to say about this topic. I wanted to make a quick video about it because I know that, it's kind of like a hot topic in the community, and I just wanted to add my 2 cents on that. But I also want to know What do you think? How do you feel about all of this? I will be reading you in the comment section. While you're at it, if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more of this conversational type of content, don't forget to leave a like so that the video gets recommended to more people, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And right before you go, you already know, come here and give me a hug, because that's a little tradition on the channel. You know that I love you, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one.